invite Dr. Vijay Prabhakar, founder and president of the American Multi-Ethnic Commission and chairman of Global Eye Magazine, USA, to briefly address the gathering.
Good morning. Thank you, Dr. Radhika Chamita. Today we gather not merely to celebrate an ancient discipline, but to embrace a timeless gift that our motherland, India, has shared with humanity. Yoga, the science of harmony between body, mind, and spirit. In a world often marked by stress, division, and uncertainty, yoga reminds us that true strength begins within and that inner peace becomes a force for global peace. Yoga transcends nationality, religion, language, and culture. Yoga speaks a universal language of health, compassion, and unity. As we celebrate today, let us remember that every breath we take mindfully, every act of kindness we extend, and every moment of self-awareness we cultivate contribute to a healthier and more peaceful world. On behalf of the GSA Global Eye Magazine and the American Multi-Ethnic Commission, I congratulate all the organizers, volunteers, and participants who have made this inspiring event possible year after year. And let me confess, I was introduced to yoga per se by none other than our Guru Anu Malhotra ji. 4 years ago, when we brought our Mayor Scott Worley and Linda Worley on his campaign stop, I think it was the final campaign stop, Mayor, where we blessed you and we at Anu Malhotra ji's Mindful Meditation Center in Naperville, which offers free yoga training every Monday evening, which nowhere else in the world you get free training. So it's only apt as today we salute our Guru Anu Malhotra ji, the force behind this largest International Yoga Day celebration in Chicagoland. Please come up, Anuji, whose tireless dedication, vision, and leadership and unwavering commitment has inspired thousands of us to discover wellness, balance, mindfulness, and a deeper connection with themselves and with one another. Now I request Shri Gursami, the Chief Community Officer of the Global Eye Magazine, and Sita Bala, the Secretary General of the American Multi-Ethnic Commission, to honor our Guru Anu Malhotra with a special sandalwood garland with white flowers, because she said she only wanted white, insisted we wear white like her pure soul. It's all the way from my home state, Tamil Nadu. Friends, you won't believe it. Earlier this week, I was in Washington, D.C., where I met Sambu Bannaik, who is a 92-year-old gentleman who was at the age of 7, please stay there, had introduced yoga from Karnataka and brought yoga to America in 1960s. And he was very pleased to know that Anu Malhotra ji is doing the Chicagoland's largest Yoga Day celebration. And I met an artist, Aastha Johar, 22-year-old artist from India, who has an Aastha project where she wanted me to present the first intentional painting in the world. And that's what she does, this young 22-year-old visionary artist, every morning from 3:30 to 5:30 a.m. during the Mahamuhurtam time, chanting Maha Mantra, paints different Hindu deities in watercolor with the Ganges holy river water mixed in. Never heard of it. First time of its kind, and is divinely blessed by temples, and then it's available on a website. She presented me Lord Ganesha's first art piece, and I was thinking, who should I give it? Who's worthy enough to receive this in America for the first divine intentional painting? None other than our Guru Anu Malhotra. And to present, I'll request Dr. Sonal Sonthi, the Vice President of American Multi-Ethnic Commission, and Dr. Asha Mehta, who's from the Global Eye International Institute of Leadership, to present this very divine special painting. And this painting, this artwork and blessing was painted while listening to sacred chants and blessed at Mahakaleshwar and Siddhi Vinayaka Temple on 19th May 2026. Thank you. And you will have, and this, and Aastha Johar is the daughter of Ashwin Johar, who is the BGP National Headquarters co-coordinator with Vijay Chautarwala of the Overseas Friends of BGP. It's a very special, intentional, divine piece of art so that you can continue to inspire. Well, as before I received this art, I was thinking what we should do to, how will you celebrate this phenomenal woman? So I curated a beautiful fusion of two sacred Indian symbols. I'll request Dr. Twin Green, our AMEC National Faith Chair, Mr. Nambi Varadarajan, from the Vice President of the Tamil Community, and Arista Leong, from Vice President of the American Multi-Ethnic Commission, and Cynthia Prabhakar to join me while presenting this Kalasam Purna Kumbham, decorated ceremonial pot symbolizing prosperity, abundance, wisdom, and auspicious beginning, put on a silver pedestal pitham to respect, honor, reverence, and elevation. Please come and present this special ceremonial commemorative memento to the one and only Guru Anu Malhotra Ji. Like the sacred Kalasa, symbol of abundance, wisdom, and divine blessings, may your work continue to inspire generations and enrich countless lives. Namaskar.
Do you know someone who is quietly changing their community for the better?
It's time to bring them into the spotlight. Join us for the 15th annual AMEC Congressional Global Champions Gala. This isn't just an event, it's a celebration of the legends living among us. Experience a red carpet walk, mesmerizing entertainment, recognition, and a program packed with action and cultural brilliance. Visit the link in our bio or scan the QR code to reserve your complimentary seat. Let's celebrate our heroes together. Let's meet on July 25th, 2026, 3:30 p.m. at Yellow Box, 1635 Emerson Lane, Naperville, Illinois.
Hello and welcome to Dr. VGP Talk Show. Welcome to Dr. VGP podcast that reaches 42 million across the world, includes 2.4 million households in America. Today, we have a very interesting, enlightened Gen Z person who is creating a worldwide movement, who is a visionary artist, who is the founder of intentional painting. Have you heard of that term before? Well, you learn more about it. It's the first of its kind in the world. You've heard of Gen Zs for all the right things or the wrong things, depends who you are. They're excelling in sports, in academics, in AI projects, in startups. But this young 22-year-old lady from Punjab, the land of five rivers in India, has a visionary project you're going to hear about during this podcast. She's 22-year-old Aastha Johar, who's visiting America, and we're glad that she has joined us today in the podcast. And you're going to hear something fascinating, something new you've never heard of, never dreamt of.
भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्
Welcome, Aastha,
Thank
to
you
our
so much.
podcast
Thank
today.
you. Thank
and it's
you.
so wonderful to have you
Likewise.
here.
Thank
Tell
you.
us and our viewers about your early childhood and upbringing.
So I belong to Punjab, Chandigarh to be specific. That's where my childhood has been. I have grown up there. I was born there. My hometown is Sangrur and Chandigarh both. My parents are originally from Sangrur, so it's been a mix of both the cities for me. And yeah, that has been my early childhood, my original.
Where did you study your elementary school, your high school?
So I was
college?
all of them in Chandigarh. For my schooling, I went to the British school and then Bhavan Vidyalaya, which is also school in Chandigarh. And for my college, I was in Punjab University, 3 years. I did BCom. So yeah.
Great. So at 18 years old, you did a very unique or fascinating startup.
Right.
Tell us, our viewers, about it. Multivitamin gummies,
Gummies,
right?
yes,
How did it
yes.
start about? Go ahead.
So my dad and we came to the States for the first time in 2012. And multivitamin gummies used to be a thing here, but not back in India. And I remember coming here each year, and my dad would stock up on those gummies. And eventually, when I grew up, also because the startup culture was booming after COVID, I thought, okay, this is a great idea. This is something that not a lot of people are doing, also specifically for women. And hence, my mom and we founded a multivitamin gummy company, which is called Vomune. Vomune, yes. It's amalgamation of women plus immune. So, Vomune. And these are multivitamin gummies specially made for women, PCOD, melatonin, biotin, all these sort of multivitamins in the form of a gummy. So, yeah.
Wow. Was that it was a successful start off?
It was, yes. My mom still runs it for me. Yeah, yes.
And tell us, you have founded a very interesting Aastha project, as you say, after your name. And it's something very phenomenal. As a founder of the Aastha project, which now is, all our viewers are going to see how visionary you are. And it's a unique devotional work, if I may correct myself, which is you have combined spirituality, creativity, as well as tradition by painting spiritual Hindu deities.
Yes.
This is some of her work. As you can see, Lord Ganesha here. Aastha just presented me this with her project, and I'm going to read off the project while she's going to show you some clips of her painting. In her own words, the Aastha Project is a sacred initiative founded by her, an artist who paints not just with color but with devotion. Could you imagine this 22-year-old, pretty, creative, who has a self-startup project of selling multivitamins gummies with her mother, has launched this project, the first of its kind in the world. And each artwork, you can show the artwork on
Right,
to our
of
viewers,
course.
is created in a sanctified space where incense burns softly and chants play on loop, and every brush stroke, every brush work or stroke is accompanied by her own chanting. Isn't that phenomenal? A 22-year-old gets up at 3:30 to 5:30 every morning and chants the Hindu mantras while there is divine music playing in the background. And as she brushes and makes these beautiful figurines of the Hindu deities of divine, you can see that she has so many of them. Could you just show them one
Sure.
by one for our viewers to digest and get immensely filled with this? And this process of her painting itself becomes a prayer. And once complete, these hand painted artworks are printed in limited batches and are carried to sacred temples to be blessed. Each piece, where she has presented me one, which I will cherish, becomes a vessel of divine energy, carrying the same positivity and the protection and purity from these holy places into our space and our home. And through this Aastha project, which you're going to hear from her, why, how she started it, and how she gets up, and what are the challenges she meets, and how her perseverance, which makes it to go to the finish line, you know, the energy which will reach you through this form of sacred keepsakes, wallet cards, postcards, picture frames, little fragments of divinity you can hold as a gift, and these gifts, which comes in a very unique stand. I mean, all this is a lot of handwork made by 22-year-old Gen Z, and she could do so many things. She has a successful self-group help, a startup of selling multivitamin gummies, first of its kind in India. She mentioned earlier all the multivitamin, but this is close to her heart. And her mother makes these beautiful bags, which have got Hakoba work and wordings in Hindi.
Devanagari. Devanagari.
Devanagari,
Yes.
Devanagari script. Yes. And so she's going to talk to us about what and how this project, and for you guys, you all are the first in the world to know this. This is a breaking news. She launched it just in January 2026. Aastha, tell the world how Aastha Project is launched. It's something unique, never seen before. Go ahead.
Right. So
It's all
the
yours.
inspiration behind the Aastha project is what I'm going to start with. This is something that I dedicated to my Nani, who is my maternal grandmother. So my Nani Ma was a Krishna devotee, and as long as I can remember, she would tell us that when she passes away, she would want to do it in Vrindavan because she had some of her favorite temples there and she wanted to be close to them. And but she couldn't do it, unfortunately, because she had Parkinson's, she was bedridden, and she had to pass away in Sangrur. And once she did pass away, a thought struck that there might be so many people in this world who want to visit certain temples or want certain blessings, but the physical distance stops them, their health stops them, or if you're just in general willing to go to a temple but you can't, let's bring the temples to you. Hence the Aastha project. So each of these paintings, this is a painting of Srinath ji, and this painting was painted during Brahmurat, which is 3:30 to 5:30.
Brahmurat,
Yes, Brahmurat, or in Punjabi as we call it, Amrit Vela.
Amrit Vela.
Yes. And all these paintings are done with watercolor, and the water I use is either Ganga Jal or water I get from Harmandir Sahib, which is a Gurdwara in Amritsar, also known as the Golden Temple.
Yes, very much.
So after these paintings are done, these paintings are printed in a batch of 50 and then they're sent to the most auspicious temples in India. For example, this specific painting was sent to Mahakaleshwar and Vishwanath temple, where it's kept next to the deity and a puja is performed on them, which allows the same energies as those deities to be transfused into the paintings.
Yeah, just pay attention to what Aastha, the founder of this Aastha project, tells you. These paintings will possess the same energy as the deities that represent. Isn't that amazing? A 22-year-old has launched this project. Go ahead, Aastha.
Right.
I wanted our viewers to get rejuvenated and excited that you can get these deities in your temple through these, which are infused with Ganga water or the Gurudwaras.
So, I personally believe that faith doesn't need to be loud to be powerful. And I think these are keepsakes that are with you, that are just gentle reminders that those energies are always with you in the most difficult times, in the happiest times, that a higher power is walking alongside. Even if you're not visiting a temple, maybe for a month, you're carrying it with you through these beautiful paintings. But yeah, that's the Aastha project for you.
Fantastic. Did you all, guys, you just listened to the visionary founder, 22-year-old Aastha Johar, talking to you about the significance of these intentional paintings. And could you explain to our viewers again, your painting process begins to the what is the time?
The Brahm Muhurat.
The Brahm
Yes.
Muhurat between
Yes.
3:30 a.m. and 5:30 a.m. in the morning while chanting the Maha Mantra.
Yes.
Now, why is the sacred time of the day so important to you, and how does it influence your artwork, Aastha?
So,
tell our
my
viewers
father got me into yoga and meditating when I was young, maybe 15, 16 years old. And my father would wake up every day at 3:30 and he would meditate. And I would wonder, he could do it at any given point in time in the day, but why does he choose
that. And your
3:30?
father was a busy medical practitioner, had
Yes.
his MD,
Yes.
Dr. Ashwa
Yes.
Johar.
Yes.
And what does your mother do?
My mother's a fashion designer.
Wow, what's
Yes.
her name?
Pankaj Johar.
Pankaj.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
So yeah, he taught me that that is one of the most still times of the day. The world is asleep, you are to yourself, and there's this cosmic energy that aligns in the most perfect way to make it the most highly spiritual times of the day. Hence me painting it during that time, because I believe that that certain intention of the cosmic energies transfusing themselves into my work would add into the final product. Hence I choose the time that I do.
Now, what another intriguing aspect of your intentional paintings, which have divine energy flowing from them, is you use holy Ganges water?
Yes.
Or you were saying from the Gurudwara
Golden
pond,
Temple.
Golden Temple
Yes.
pond,
Yes.
in your watercolor paintings.
mhm.
What is the spiritual significance? I've never heard of this anywhere in the world, guys. And if you have heard about it, do write to us and inform us of incorporating Ganges water, the holiest water from India, or from Gurudwara, the Golden Temple pond, in watercolor, in evolving these wonderful intentional paintings which carry divine energy. What is the spiritual significance, Aastha, of incorporating it into your creative process? Tell our viewers that so they'll be able to digest this phenomenon. Your breaking news here going on today. Go ahead, Aastha.
Well, you know, Hindu mythology is fascinating in so many ways. And when we were younger, we would go to Haridwar and we would have our hair removed, right? When we were kids in Hinduism, you get your hair removed because that's a practice you do to remove ego. And or if someone dies, you disperse their ashes into Ganga Jal, or if you want to get rid of all the sins that you've done, you go to Ganga. So many things, and for all the reasons, Ganges water is famous in the world, and people use it in their homes to make it more pious, to fill it with good energies, and it just seemed like the right kind of water to use for my paintings, because people have so much faith in it and there's so much history behind Ganga Jal. And also the same goes for the water that comes from the Golden Temple. It's known to heal all your pain. So people,
Fantastic.
yes, people go there and people take baths in that water to get rid of all kinds of physical, emotional pains that they might be going through, and hence the reason of using the water.
What an incredible, you just heard this young visionary artist talk about how she has infused the holy waters of Ganga and from the Golden Temple pond, and they have powers of healing. So apart from the positive energy, it's something very unique. Now, after that process is done, Aastha, you are still getting these paintings blessed
Right.
by
Yes.
a temple or a Gurudwara. Tell us what's the significance and what thought led you to have this. This is something out of the world, first of its kind. Not only that they are painted during a specific time, 3:30 a.m. to 5:30 a.m. in the morning, while in the ambience, spiritual ambience with music in the loop, and she herself chants the Maha Mantra. And again, the timing is called 3:30.
Brahm Muhurat.
Brahm Muhurat. I have to get used to these terms, but forgive me for that. But there's something, and then it's infused with Ganga water. Now it's taken to the temple or a Gurudwara for blessing. Tell us what made you incorporate that and what's the significance behind doing that. That's very important, guys. You're listening to something never seen before, never heard before in the world. Thank you, Aastha Johar, for joining us today.
I think the idea of getting these paintings blessed from temples came from the thought of my Nani again. The thought
What
that
is Nani's name again?
Sheel.
Full name, Sheel Gupta.
Yes,
Go
Sheel
ahead.
Gupta. Yes. I just wanted people to have temples around them even if they couldn't go there physically at all times, because that can be a bit hassle-some, and who wouldn't want these auspicious energies into their space at all times, right? So many times when we're feeling low, I remember so many of these times my first thought would be, okay, I'm feeling low, I would want to go to Kashi, or I would want to go to Mahakaleshwar.
Very well said.
How nice would it be to not have to go there and have the temple with you every time you feel low in your life? Like, okay, I want to go to Mahakaleshwar. Wait, I have Mahakaleshwar in my pocket or somewhere in my house, in my temple. And carrying these keepsakes with you as a reminder that a higher power is always taking care of you. And hence the paintings.
Great. Now, how do you believe that these divinely blessed paintings bring positive energy, abundance, as you call it? We call it prosperity here, and spiritual comfort into homes and workplaces. How do you believe that? Could you?
For the process, my dad always used to tell me, and it's a Hindi quote he used to say. He used
Please
to
go
say, "Niyat hi niyati hai."
Repeat it once.
Niyat hi niyati hai.
Translate to
It
us in
means
English.
intention is what forms your destiny or fortune.
Very well. Intention is what forms your destiny, guys. Go ahead. Aastha.
So everything that you do, for example, if I do something for you, Mr. Vijay, I will be doing it happily because I care for you. That is one intention. If I do it with an intention of, okay, I might get something out of it, that will be a malintention. And that is what will form my karma or my destiny for me. And for these paintings, getting up this early, painting them with chants playing, sending them to temples, it's infused with all kinds of good intentions. And that's why I believe that everybody that this painting reaches, it's going to bring good energies because I put in good energies into it.
What you're saying is so profound, to see a young 22-year-old with so much creativity, so much passion, so much spirituality handed down from your dad and generations. Fantastic. Now tell us, today, Gen Z, Aastha, the generation, as you can see all around the world, not only in America, not India, everywhere, China included, they're going through a kind of a struggle, a challenge, a turmoil. Now you have come up with something unique, first of its kind, based on yoga and Hindu principles and peace. Do you think that your divine artwork can play a role in redesigning or inspiring the Gen Z to your level of thinking of the whole globe as one? And tell us what your plans to do that, and how do you plan to do that? How do you want to collaborate with others on this Aastha project?
So for starting or for beginners, I think Gen Z is a very talented generation. I think they're visionaries. I think they're very intellectual people. I think they're super in touch with their emotions. I think they're hardworking, they're resourceful, and that is for the beginners. And secondly, with the Aastha project, I think what I'd want to showcase with this, or maybe transform something in the society, would be not limiting art or anything else with religion, but motivating them to think beyond it, to let people in my generation know that everybody is one, and to promote good intentions in regards to everything, to let them know that everything and anything that you do in your life should be with good intentions. Just have faith, just have good intentions with everything that you do, and things will work out in your favor. Do not let the world convince you that you need to get your way out through malintentions or through different political aspects in your head. And in the future, I thought of this, but in the future, I would like to have young Gen Z artists work with me in this project.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I would want artists to come along, sit with me at 3:30, paint these paintings for other people, go to these temples with me, get them blessed with me, see a different side of art. And I would love to see how intention and creativity would flow through different people. This is me. This right here is how intention flows through me. Through somebody else, it would flow through a different way. And I'm very curious to see how that would work out.
You said it so well, and you have such an open mind. You're willing to share space with other Gen Zs. It's very important in this growing movement. Looking ahead, what's your vision for the next 5 years for the Aastha project?
My vision with the Aastha project. My vision for the Aastha project is to reach the global diaspora. It's not limited to the Indian market.
Right.
We are the biggest diaspora in the world with about, I think, 35 million Indians all across India, 12 million in America itself. And so many of these people, I know my family, friends who visit India maybe like once, 2 years. And all these people are very religious people. They always ask me, oh, can you get some prasad for us from there? Could you go to this place and get some prasad for us? But I would want to reach the global diaspora, people living outside of India, to get access to these temples through paintings so that they can have those temples at their place no matter what corner of the world they're in.
It's just what you're doing is simply phenomenal. And actually, we are here at the Center for Social Change in Elk Ridge, Maryland, which treats autistic kids and families who have autistic children. Do you think your divine hand-painted, blessed paintings could also be used therapeutically as during the mental health crisis, as a supplement, not like just like your multivitamin gummies, which you self-started, but could this be also used as a health supplement to cure, to support, to stand along with people who are suffering?
For sure, I think it's got a calming presence to it, and with all the intention that it's built with, it does add on to whatever environment you're in. So it does add on, it does bring a calming presence. I don't know if it could be used as a health supplement, but it's an amazing decorator, and it looks nice, and people would feel happy looking at it for sure. But yeah, I think that's about that.
Yeah. Now, does this piece come with every artwork that's available on your website?
It does.
The Aastha Project, it tells you what I read out earlier, what the project is about, and it's unique. You have 6 temples here. You can read out the names of the temples and what's the significance with this Aastha Project.
So it's Dukh Nivaran Sahib, Kashi Vishwanath Temple, Salasar Balaji, Radha Raman, Mahakaleshwar, and Mansa Devi. All these 6 temples have been temples that have been very close to me personally. And hence, these are the temples that my paintings go to be blessed in.
And then there's a blessing certificate, guys, where these paintings are blessed. My painting, which I was gifted by this visionary artist, Lord Ganesha, and as you can see, she will tell you where it was blessed. There's a blessing certificate. Have a good look at it, close up onto it, and you read and say where it was blessed.
So this was blessed in Mahakaleshwar and Siddhi Vinayak Temple.
Wow, wow, wow. And it's dated when it was blessed also. It's a very personal piece. It's more than art. It's some divine energy which can be passed on to other. And here our Aastha Johar calls it a care card. This is what you call it, a care card. And it says, you can read.
It says, handle your artwork with clean hands, keep away from moisture or direct sunlight, and energy lasts longer in clean spaces. So wherever you keep your artwork, make sure it's a clean surrounding as a form of respect for the intention and energy that it holds.
Now, guys, all of you all must be excited and wanting to know, who's Aastha Johar? Why has she done this divine card? First of its kind in the world. Now, let's hear something about your personal side. Aastha, I mean, you are a phenomenal, at 22 years old, you were at 18, you did a startup project of multivitamin gummies with your mother and still going on. Now you've had this, you're trying to change the world by designing these divine, intentional paintings, a new word I added to my vocabulary today. Now, you're creating a remarkable movement that is bringing positivity, abundance, and positive energy and peace and divine presence into people's life. Now, we are at a cross section for the Gen Z. Here's an example, a wonderful working role model where faith, multiculturalism, and spiritual creativity all meet together and imbibe in this wonderful piece of art. You guys, what is Aastha Johar do in her spare time?
I mostly sleep. If I
Mostly
get
sleep.
time to, yes.
Okay.
But that's my spare time. I sleep, sometimes I read, but I mostly sleep.
What is your passion? What are your other interests apart from being a very special artist?
So fortunately, thankfully, very grateful for it. I've turned one of my most beloved passions and hobbies into my full-time career, which is painting.
Good.
But beyond that, I love to play golf with my dad on the weekends. I like to play tennis sometimes.
Oh, good.
And yeah, I'm a sports person in my free times.
Good. So you hear there's a different dimension to Aastha Johar. Apart from her spiritual creativity, she's a fun-loving sports girl like every other Gen Z. Now we come to the closing part of the podcast. If you're given an opportunity to take 3 people out for dinner, they could be from the past to the present. Our viewers would like to know who your heroes, role mentors are, your mentors. So who would those 3 people be and why? You can look into the camera, it's all yours.
Okay, so I think the first one would definitely be my Nani Ma, my maternal grandmother.
Sheel Gupta.
Sheel Gupta.
Sheel Gupta,
Yes.
sorry.
I would love to take her out for dinner. She was a foodie. Second would be my great-great-grandfather, my paternal grandfather. He was a doctor. He was a Vaid back in the day. And in Sangrur, he's super famous because people say that he would touch your nerve and tell you what kind of disease you have, what you had for food. He was a healer, great one.
Wow.
And
What's his name?
Jaswant Rai.
Jaswant Rai.
Yes. And third one would be Princess Diana.
Wow.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of stories about her growing up. Who hasn't? And she's a role model for me. Such a fantastic lady. Somebody I learned a lot from in regards to intention, because I think she was such a kind and such an intentional human being.
Well, you just heard Aastha Johar, the intentional artist, if I may call you, the visionary artist, and the founder of the Aastha Project, all of 22 years old. Name 3 of the people she'd like to take out for dinner. One is her Nani, her mother's mother, Sheel Gupta, who was the turning point of this whole foundation of this wonderful, breathtaking, path-breaking, transforming Aastha Project, which you just heard all about. I'm sure if you need more information, we have her email address scrolling down on the screen down, so you can contact her, you can call us, write to us, ask for more information. Second is a great-grandfather, Jaswant Rai, and he could, just by touching the nerve of the body, tell everything about the human physiology, as well as if you're suffering from any illness or terminal. And third is the world-renowned ambassador par excellence, Princess Diana. Who wouldn't like to take out Princess Diana for dinner? And Aastha's favorite, I think she would like to be known as Princess Diana in the digital age.
I would love that. Who wouldn't?
Well, and 3 words can you describe yourself for our viewers? 3 adjectives if possible.
That I would use for myself.
Yes, how you describe yourself. 3 adjectives if you ask to describe yourself.
I think I would describe myself as visionary,
Okay.
purpose-driven,
Purpose-driven, okay.
and resourceful.
Here you heard this 22-year-old artist describes herself as a visionary, resourceful, and purpose-driven. Purpose-driven is so right and apt for her. At 18, she did the startup for multivitamin gummies. Today, she is doing the divine, intentional painting art, which can bring positive energy and abundance into your lives, into your homes. Do go to her website, Aastha Johar. What's your website?
theaasthaproject.com.
The aasthaproject.com, to learn about this one of its kind, first of its kind in the world. And she's willing to share this with other Gen Z and others to get involved and make this a worldwide movement. And guys, remember, you heard it first at Dr. VGP's podcast. Coming to our last segment, Aastha, it's called the Rapid Response. We give you 5 names of 5 individuals, and whatever comes to your mind first, you can top. Michelangelo.
Transforming.
Michelangelo, she says transforming. Brad Pitt.
Timeless.
Pardon? Timeless.
Timeless, yeah.
Wow, beautiful. Rani Jhansi Bai.
Brave.
One fantastic. Billie Jean King.
Bolt of energy.
Great. C. Joseph Vijay.
It's influence. Influence.
He's the latest Tamil Nadu Chief Minister's
Yes.
influence Gen Z. Aastha Johar, you've been such a delight with such a breathtaking discovery, I would say. The Aastha Project, guys, don't forget, is something. In parting with us, we'd like you to give a closing message. What do we want to talk to our viewers from all ages? And let's listen to what Aastha Johar has to give us as a parting message.
I think my parting message would be to my generation, to all the younger kids out there. I think I would tell everybody out there to follow your dreams. It's a very generic thing to say, but really, truly do, because you're living in an age and a day where you can. Do not let the outside world get to you. Do what you want to and give all of it. Let the past be in the past and focus on the present. Go ahead with full intention and a lot of faith. And get one of these paintings from the aasthaproject.com.
Great. Aastha Johar has reminded us, a simple reminder of how a higher power can bring hope, peace, and a renewed purpose of life for each one of us. Thank you, Aastha, for joining us. It was a pleasure. We're going to hear more about you, and we're going to see you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Huge thanks to everyone who tunes in to Dr. VGP's podcast. We've received the YouTube Silver Play button for reaching 100,000 subscribers and counting. We sincerely thank you for being part of this wonderful journey with us. Click on the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to notify you with all our future podcast contents. Thank you again.
Dear viewers, elevate your business to new heights and reach 35 million potential customers with Global Eye Digital. Contact us today at globaleyedigital@gmail.com or info@globaleyedigital.com. Let's take your business global.
Welcome to the future of medical science. At Soft Landing Labs, we go beyond the basics of drug confirmation and quantification. Using advanced LC-MSMS technology and our own proprietary software, we deliver accurate, fast, and meaningful results. We're the only lab offering color-coded reports and a web platform with medication tracking and drug trail interpretation. Our personable professionals, ethical practices, and 24-hour stat testing mean you're never left waiting. From doctor shopping alerts to provider video support, we've thought of everything to help you stay compliant and informed. Soft Landing Labs. Accuracy, innovation, care. Soft Landing Labs, your trusted partner for drug-free communities.
Fusion Systems and Services, a powerhouse in innovation, delivering transformative technology solutions. With our groundbreaking cloud-ready product, ITIS, leading the industry as the ultimate RPA solution, trusted by top global enterprises. From mobile application testing to middleware automation, from big data integration to SAP automation, and even Salesforce automation, Fusion Systems is your strategic partner for success. No challenge is too big. No system is too complex. Empower your business with Fusion Systems. Visit us now at fusionsystems.inc.com and revolutionize your future.
MedStar Laboratory is one of the oldest and largest independent clinical laboratories in the state of Illinois. MedStar Laboratory is a minority-owned corporation that provides state-of-the-art clinical laboratory services since 1974. Currently at MedStar, we service over 800 medical facilities, including hospitals and assisted living facilities.
MedStar Laboratories' Toxicology Division, Soft Landing Labs, is a leader in drug testing and specializes in servicing behavioral health centers. We pride ourselves in diversity, where 33% of the ownership is women and 80% of the workforce is women. MedStar Laboratory prides itself in accuracy, proficiency, and dependable delivery of quality results by quality professionals.
We provide personalized service around the clock, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with professionalism at its best. Thanks to you, we are growing and offering a comprehensive range of diagnostic testing. MedStar Laboratory, your partner for progress and longevity. At MedStar, we treat every specimen as if it was our own.